even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are better. What's good, Mark?
What's good, bro?
How are you enjoying your, what month is it? The start of your, we're a third.
We're in March, bro.
Calvin.
A silent assassin.
Oh, hell no. Put that tongue back in, boy. Hell no. This boy off the shits today. He done took some bath salts.
I'm off. I popped the Zen, bro. I'm locked in. I'm ready and locked in off
Off the Zen?
Calvin.
Zen, bro.
Oh, I thought you said a Zen. I said, what
No,
the
no,
fuck you been doing?
Chill, bro. Chill.
Yo. Yeah.
I watched your alma mater choke away that tournament, bro.
Man, shut up.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dog.
Man, shut up.
They can't. Isn't this 3 years in a row they've been like a top 2 seed and didn't make the finals?
Shut up.
For Chet?
Yeah, bro. They were like
Yeah,
favored
that's
to win it. And they lost to Furman, who just lost to Wofford. Wofford was a 6 seed. Wouldn't even supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Wofford going to
Furman's
the
always
NCAA.
fucking good, though, bro. It's usually Furman and UNCG.
I know, but Chad been like a top 2-3 seed last 3 years, bro.
Was it the
Weren't they
semis?
one? They were the 1 seed this year, right?
I don't know. I don't keep
I
up
think
with
they were. I think they were the top dog. They were 1. Because Furman was 5 and they lost to Furman.
In the semis?
Yes.
Dang. So 5 seeds going to the championship?
No, 6 seeds going to the NCAA. They just played Furman and Wofford. I just caught the end of it. And Wofford beat them.
They're going to get bounced first round.
Yeah, Wofford's like 18 and like 15.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, they just had a hot streak, bro.
They just got hot in the tournament, yeah.
They got.
You never know. I mean,
March
sometimes,
Madness.
That's all you need is to be hot, bro. And they sneak up on somebody, right? You never
March
know.
Madness. That's
I mean,
all it
unless
takes.
they're like a 15 or a 6. If they're a 16, they got no prayer. But you never know. If they give them a 15. They won't give them a 14. That'd be too low. But they give them 15. You never know. They can sneak up on somebody. Happens, man.
Oh, bro, this team is getting bounced.
Are you looking at Wofford?
Bro, they actually do got some big motherfuckers on their team, though, bro.
Where's
beat
Wofford
Furman,
at?
bro?
One
South Carolina.
Yeah. Fucking private ass school.
Oh, it's
Hey,
private?
Just don't let my doors get hot in the tournament. That's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all have a good chance too.
They are the thing. This is what's gonna kill it. They have no height, so if they get it depends on the matchup and where they're coming out.
But I feel like though, in the tournament, guard play really does come in.
But that is something they do have, Calvin. Right, what you just said.
That's what I'm saying. But
they do have that.
How many big men do y'all have? Like how many do y'all have? Like at least a 3 solid big men that you can rotate in.
He's only got 2 bigs, but they're not even really bigs. I mean, one's 6'7", and one's like 6'9", but the guy is 6'9" is 265 pounds, so he's a load, and he plays bigger than his height. Like he plays taller. And so does the guy at 6'7". The guy at 6'7" plays taller than his height because he has like freakishly long arms, like extremely. He's got a huge wingspan, so he plays bigger than 6'7". But they don't have like a true rim protector or a big. They just don't, which is what really miraculous on the run they've been on. They even win 20 because they were picked dead ass last, like to finish in the SEC. They were picked 16 of 16, and they finished 12th. But the SEC is so loaded, it doesn't even matter. They're about to get 13 teams in the freaking tournament.
SEC is so fucking good this year, man. Like it's crazy.
They won 20. Think about this. They won 20 games They went 20-11, and they were 8-10 in conference play. So they had one loss out of non-conference, and that was to Drake, who was like the best team in their league, and already won their automatic bid. So yeah, but they got guards. I mean, that's the thing too. Like they might be short in the post, but they're long on the wing. Like Hogarth's 6'4", Nichols 6'7", MJ Collins is 6'6", so they got long
Hogarth
guard
can
play.
play, bro. If Hogarth can play more control, bro, he would be so much
That's his
better.
problem, bro. He just like no offense, Finis, if he plays like the way he did against Missouri, Vanderbilt's gonna be a problem for a 2 seed or a 3 seed. If they can get
Bro,
the 20 points and 9 assists out of him like he did against Missouri, they're gonna be a problem.
bro, like if he can cause he'll do moves and shit and he'll get to the rim, but it's so out of control. Like he'll just
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because he can bully his way to the rim because he's so damn big. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He's not gonna blow by anybody, but he's so big as a point guard. He can just bully people to the rim. And that's what he does, but he never converts. But
I'm
I
surprised he left Michigan State, bro, because they're having a fucking year.
yeah, they are good. They actually right now if Vanderbilt finishes it and goes into the 10 seed, that's the area they'd be in. They'd play Louisville first, and then the winner of Michigan State and whatever, which that'd be insane. But anybody from the SEC, you really can't sleep on. Like any of the bottom tier SEC schools, bro, they're all extremely talented. Like,
I didn't think Florida was gonna be this good.
dude, they're disgusting.
I
Hell yeah.
never thought they would be this good.
They're disgusting. Fucking Alabama beat Auburn at the buzzer. Like, literally, dude,
I saw that one. That was
it
crazy.
would, dude. It's like it's just a gauntlet, and that's why I think the SEC is going to be so damn good in this tournament because honestly, they're clearly the best league this year, so they've all played their hardest games already. Going to the NCAA tournaments, and they're going to be nothing for them. It's going to be nothing for a Vanderbilt to play at Michigan State, right? Because they've played 5 or 6 Michigan States all year already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've beaten Kentucky, they've beaten Tennessee, they've beaten Mizzou, they've beaten Ole Miss, they've beaten all these tournament teams. Like that shit's gonna be nothing to them. It wouldn't surprise me if 2 teams from the SEC made the Final Four. Like the league is just that fucking good, dude.
Hold on, let's look at the standings real quick.
I was just looking it up. Auburn's still number 1, right?
Yeah, they're the 1 seed in the SEC tournament. It starts Wednesday.
Then Duke's number 2, Houston's 3, Tennessee's 4, Florida's 5, St. John's 6, Bama 7, Michigan State 8, Texas Tech 9, Iowa State 10, Clemson 11, Wisconsin 12, Maryland 13, Louisville 14, Missouri 15, Memphis 16, Michigan 17, Purdue 18, Kentucky 19, Marquette 20, St. Mary's 21, A&M 22, 23 BYU, Arizona 24, Mississippi State 25.
Prime example, you just said St. John's number 6. Georgia.
Yes.
Georgia, who finished, I think, 11th in the SEC, who just beat Vanderbilt Saturday. They're pretty good. They manhandled St. John's.
St. John's.
Manhandled. They played them earlier, beat the piss out of them. And they couldn't even finish top 10 in the SEC. That tells you how good the SEC is. They just manhandled a top 7 team earlier in the year. And they even finished top 10 in the conference.
Yeah, because it's just a tough ass conference.
Well, it's like Mizzou, right? I mean, Kansas didn't have a great year, but like y'all destroyed Kansas. I think y'all are the reason Kansas didn't have a good year. Y'all beat the brakes off Kansas.
What's the RPI standings? What does that mean?
I forgot what RPI stands for, but that's like a big metric when they're trying to decide. I think it's just like everything all together, like strength of schedule, victories versus quad one, just all that shit. It's mainly for like them to form the tournament seeding.
Because they got 1 is Auburn and 2 is Bama. Then Florida's 4, Tennessee's 5.
Isn't that insane? That's like strength of schedule. Yeah, strength of schedule, and like good, like playing good opponents and beating good opponents, like on the road and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I'm saying. The SEC is so stacked, dude. It's unbelievable.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the top 11 or top out of the top 12, 6 of them are SEC teams for the RPI.
That's absurd.
And then you still have Ole Miss that's still in there in the top 25 RPI that's not in the top 12.
That's
Crazy.
absurd, bro. Absurd.
And
Yeah, the league is it's the best league that in the history of college basketball ever, ever.
Calvin, you
They had
still
the.
looking stuff up?
I'm pretty sure they. That's
I
not
don't know
only
about that, Mark. I
no,
don't know about that.
no. To,
You talking
to,
about for one season?
for one season ever.
I mean, if
Just
they get 13 teams in, which is the
that's a
most
record.
ever,
That's a
yeah,
record.
that, I mean, that kind of says
And
it
they
all
had
by
the
itself.
best non-conference record of any conference ever. I think they've only lost a combined like 20 non-conference games amongst all the teams. It was they had like a ridiculous non-conference record. They were like 90-20 or like 95-20 or some crazy shit.
That's tough.
I
That
mean,
is tough.
Vanderbilt only lost one non-conference game, bro, and they lost 10 conference games. Like I
Now,
said, Georgia beat the piss out of St. John's, who's ranked number 6 in the country, and Georgia didn't even finish top 10 in the SEC.
Calvin, are you still looking stuff up? Because we're gonna segue into some NBA here.
I'm not looking nothing up.
All right. So let's go ahead and segue into the NBA because we started to have a little conversation in the group chat. But I said I thought this would be a great podcast topic
It
of
is.
discussion.
It
So,
is.
Mark, go ahead and kind of lay the floor of context of what we're talking about, and then we'll let you go first and like your take on what happened.
Well, I want to hear your side first, but basically, I think what LeBron did with Stephen A is a bitch ass move. I think
Hold on, what do you do? What do you do?
he went after Stephen A after a game talking about Bronny. And my thing is, Stephen A has not talked ill of Bronny as a person, as anything else. You know, it's never been disrespectful. He always talked about it, and he's doing his job by doing this, is Bronny's basketball, okay? His game. And basically just saying that he's not ready for the NBA, which I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's pretty well a common census. And LeBron got his little feelings hurt because he was talking
He
about
got
his son.
got in Stephen A's face. Like they had a front to front face confrontation.
And I agree with Stephen A. That was not the place to do that. A grown man would say, "Hey, Stephen, let's hash this out over the phone. Let's hash this out. My place, something in the future." Because I don't appreciate if he doesn't appreciate what Stephen A is saying about Bronny, that's the way to handle it. You don't you scream, going at him in a fucking public forum like that. But Stephen A has not said anything about Bronny as a person. He's not done anything of that. Like all he's commented on is Bronny's game, and I think that's a consistency among everybody that he was not ready for the NBA. He's clearly not. Maybe in a few years Bronny will be a pretty good player, but it's not right now. He should have stayed in college another year or two. I think that's the consensus. He averaged 4 points a game at USC as a freshman last year. Okay, and let's be honest. If he didn't have the last name James and his father was LeBron, would any team waste their time on that production? Would any team? And not only waste their time, they drafted him in the second round. So they drafted a guy that averaged 4 points a game in the second round. There's not one team in the league, if his name wasn't Bronny James, I promise you, that would have signed him even as a rookie free agent. Period.
I give a little pushback because there are this isn't the first time this has happened, and the guy's last name's not James. There has been guys in the past that are drafted with 4 to 3 points of production, and they still get drafted. That's all I'm going to say about that. It has
position
happened
matters
before.
too. Are they a big? What are they?
No,
Are
they
they
were guards.
defensive big?
There's a handful of guys. Like I believe, bro, I saw a video. I should have saved it. There was I think a guy in the same draft that averaged the same amount of points as Bronny at a different school, and he was drafted before Bronny or
What
something like
position did he play?
guard. He was a guard.
What was his assist looks like?
I don't, not good. The point was that his stats
Well,
were
he's not going to be
comparable.
in the NBA very long.
But all I'm
He's
saying
he's
is,
going to be gone too.
no, I get what you're saying, but my point is, I do think him being LeBron James' son does play a factor, but
There's no question.
I can't sit here and say that there's no way on God's green earth he would have not got drafted or not made it to the NBA if his last name wasn't James, because we've seen guys do it that aren't related to LeBron James, is all I'm saying. And all I'm saying, if it can happen once, it can happen again. But that's a completely different argument. Let's stay on track. Here's the thing, Calvin. I agree with Marc in the sense of I don't think that's the place to do it. And I will agree that Stephen A has not, for the most part, there are some clips where his take on Bronny James is borderline getting personal, but I'm not, just for sake of argument, I'm going to say that he hasn't gone over that line yet. But I've seen some clips where I'm like, ugh, that's tough. Like it's borderline personal, right? Here's my problem where I kind of side with LeBron James. One, yes, Stephen A is doing his job. But here's the thing, right? He's being picked on because he's LeBron James' son, which is, it's a double-edged sword. That's what comes with the territory. But not ready for the NBA, this and the third. He wasn't drafted number one overall, right? So the problem where I have is they keep airing this Bronny James. It's almost like to the point where it's exhausting. Like, okay, let's talk about somebody else, right? Because he's not starting. It's not like he's a starter and they're wasting space for him to go out there and not produce. If you've been keeping up with the G League, Bronny James has been absolutely balling in the G League. He's developing. He's averaging 24, 25 points per game in the G League. He's shooting the ball last time I looked at his overall stuff, he's shooting the ball 40% from the three in the G League. In the G League, he's performing really well. Where's the talk about that? There's not any, right? And the problem is, Bronny was drafted. He's the 55th pick in the second round. There are 54 other guys in the league that's not being covered that were drafted before him. What about them? Well, I think the point LeBron is having is one, I think part of that, I think that was LeBron as a father, not as the athlete. So
that's a problem.
Well,
we'll address that.
It's not though. When it kind of, but
we'll address it. I'll let you finish.
I don't think it's a problem when it's been a whole season, week after week, day after day, of you're hearing about he's this, he's that, this, that, and the third. So part of that, but that's why I agree with you, Marc. That's not where you do it, though. I do agree with you on that part. That's not where you do it. I don't have a problem with LeBron talking to Stephen A as a father. But the other point is, okay, we get it. Bronny isn't ready for the NBA. That's y'all's take. How many times, how many weeks do we have to keep iterating this take? Like at some point, who was the number one overall draft pick this past year? Who's the number one overall draft pick?
Calvin, answer that. I don't.
It was the Hawks that got drafted, right? It was some dude from France. That dude.
What's his name?
That boy's.
What's his name? What's his name? That's my point. That's my point. Who's the second overall pick in the draft?
Alex Sarf.
Where did he go?
Washington.
What is he doing?
Ass.
Do we know? Do we know? That's what I'm saying. The 55th pick is what we're talking about.
I do have.
What about the number one, the number two, the number three, what about all these other guys? And if you look at Bronny, he's actually developing into a better basketball player through the G League with his two-way contract. Look at what he's doing in the G League. Look at what he was doing in the very beginning to where he is now. He is balling in the G League. Is he ready right now? No. That's why he's on a two-way contract. You put guys that aren't ready yet on two-way contracts. JJ Redick's not an idiot. The Lakers organization's not idiots. But Bronny's not the first person to be drafted and wasn't quite ready and get put on a two-way contract. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just exhausted with the whole Bronny rhetoric of not being. We know he's not the first person to be drafted with developmental needs. That's the point of two-way contracts. That's the point of the G League. I'm just exhausted. I'm just tired of that. I literally stopped watching a lot of this stuff because it's Bronny this, it's Bronny that, and then other takes about this guy and that guy. Like everything's so dramatic now with sports analysts. I just can't anymore. I just literally can't. It's so dramatic. Let the shit play out, bro. Let's wait 5 years to talk about was Bronny a good pickup or not? Was it worth the resource? Let's wait. I'm just exhausted. I'm just exhausted. I'm just exhausted.
I have a couple rebuttals. In terms of the G League and performing, we've seen cats put up big numbers in the G League, come to the NBA, and just splat, just stink.
True.
That happens more frequently than the latter, where they just come in and they're back in the NBA for the rest of their careers. But here's the thing, and this isn't Bronny's fault. Bronny didn't do this himself. LeBron did. Okay, let's call a spade here. LeBron was the one telling him to come out of USC, that you're going to be one and done no matter what. That was 110% LeBron James. He put this shit on his son, period. Okay? Bronny should still be in school, whether he stayed at Southern Cal or he transferred. He should be playing college basketball. Okay? He should be. He averaged 4 points. He was never ready to come. He was not ready to come out. Period. There's cats that average 17 points a game in college that go straight to the G League. Okay? He was not ready. Period. LeBron. The reason LeBron's getting so upset is because he knows, and he might be taking it personal because he thinks it's a reflection of LeBron. He thinks it's a reflection of him because LeBron was giving him the advice. Instead of staying in school for another year or two, where he could have balled and been the top guy at any college, because he would have been the top guy at any Power 4 school, period. We all know this. He would have been. LeBron had him come out early because LeBron wanted to play with his son. Period. That's what it was. And this is all. It's not Bronny's fault. I will agree with you. I get tired of listening to it too because it's nothing Bronny did. This isn't Bronny's fault. Period. This is his father's fault. Period. He put that onus on Bronny. He's done it since he was in middle school, in 8th grade, and then when he was in high school. We've seen all the clips. I just think Bronny should have stayed in school. Maybe one more year, maybe two. Kept developing, getting better, and he probably would have been a first-round pick and been fine. But now I think the fear is, no matter how good he does in the G League, he's just not going to live up to that potential and that hype that his father put on him. I mean, that's why LeBron's so upset, because he thinks it's a personal attack at him. Because Stephen A. is talking about his son's game not being ready and not being good enough, which he's right. And so LeBron is taking that as a slight of LeBron.
I don't think LeBron's that narcissistic. I don't think he's that selfish.
Oh, I do.
No, I think you're grossly So I mean, it's a gross overestimate of somebody's character.
So you don't think
they think he's that narcissistic? No, I don't think he's that narcissistic.
I think he's pretty narcissistic. You don't think for one minute,
the fact that you
for 1 minute, he doesn't take that as a slight.
No, I think he's trying to. No. First of all, the pressure and scrutiny LeBron James has faced on himself his entire career. No, I don't. I think he sees it as an attack on his son, and he'd rather Stephen A. go after him and leave his son alone.
Well, he can't, because he has put that onus on his son, though.
But
that's the thing.
You're missing my point, Mark. You're missing my point. I'm not talking the whole coming out of the league. I think that was a smart move. I'm gonna be honest with you. Why stay in college? The goal is to get to the league. And you got to remember. He was going to go to the league anyway. Why not stay in college and craft your game? You have to remember, Bronny had the heart condition. That was a factor into their decision. The reason why he had 4 points per game, he didn't play the whole season. He wasn't getting minutes because he had a heart condition.
Okay.
So do you risk continue to play at the college level for this to pop back up? Or if you see a window to go get in the league with the best doctors possible, do you take that? Look, we're starting now. He has a 2-way contract. He's playing on both, is regardless. But Mark, now we're speculating. For you to not know him and you think he's so much of a narcissist.
I don't need to know him.
Oh my God! Now this is
listen to the man talk in his interviews and everything.
What are you talking about?
He takes that. He is living.
Bro, you really think LeBron's a narcissist? Do you know what a narcissist is?
Yes, dog.
Oh no, you're that's attack on character.
You're going to sit there and say to me that he has no culpability with what's going on with Bronny.
No, I'm saying he's not a narcissist. Is what I'm saying. Narcissist is crazy. Like if you actually think he's a legit narcissist, that's crazy.
I do think he thinks out of his ass. I do.
That's out of this world crazy. Like narcissist is a wild thing.
He talks out of his ass frequently.
You said what?
He talks out of his ass frequently.
Talk out of your ass that's bullshitting, and narcissism is not the same thing.
Fine. But I'm telling you right now,
not the same thing. That is crazy.
He takes it as a slight, personally, when they go after his son. Period. And he wouldn't be if he was objective. If he was objective, Finis, he would have never gone up to Stephen A. He would know that Stephen A. is talking about his son's ability to play basketball right now. Not that his son is a horrible human being,
First Take,
and this and the other, and LeBron didn't raise a good man or whatever. Blah blah blah. That has never came out of Stephen A's mouth.
You don't watch First Take, do you?
Bro, I've seen the clips.
No. Do you watch First Take day in and day out?
I can't. I'm at work, but I see the clips.
Okay, you don't know
what he's saying. Some of the pods of it.
Bro, just because you're watching clips doesn't mean you're watching all of it. Come on, Mark. You know better.
So you're telling me Stephen A. goes at Bron's character?
No. I'm saying.
Okay. So what does LeBron get mad at? Stephen A.'s doing his job.
Wait. No. You're missing the point. The point is you don't know for certain what level of scrutiny Stephen A. is going at LeBron because you're not watching all of First Take. Watching clips is not enough. We know that in 2025, just because you watch the clips doesn't mean you have the full context of what's being talked about. We know that. So you can't sit here and say without a doubt this about Stephen A. Smith if you don't watch all of First Take. You can't say that for certain. Secondly, I don't think LeBron is upset about the constructive criticism or critique about Bronny. It's the fact that it's every fucking week. Every single day. Bronny's not even playing, and they're talking about if he does. And the other problem is
that's if Bronny does fault.
No, it's not. No, it's not LeBron's fault. It's not. It's media's fault. Because when Bronny plays well in the G League, why is that not covered?
Well, first off, nobody gets coverage in the G League. Period.
Okay. All right, but if you're going to make Bronny the pinpoint of topic of conversation
that's false,
every single day,
false, by the way.
Okay, Calvin. And what happens when they come to the NBA? Most of them come in the average 2 points a game.
That's not the argument, Mark. That's not the argument, Mark. That's not the argument. What I'm talking about is the only thing that gets put on ESPN is when Bronny does bad. Even when he gets minutes and has a moment with his dad, what they do, they slated it because he had 2 points. Like that's like this first game, like we understand it's a process. All the real basketball fans understand that it is a process. It's more about enjoying the moment. But my point is when Bronny is out there, when they're covering him and he's the focus of coverage, and you're only covering the negative when he goes 1 for 7 for 3. You'll talk about that the whole week. But when he plays
being objective though, that he played bad.
No, I understand that. But my point is when he plays well, there's nothing. It's crickets. That is a problem.
Well, welcome to the media. Welcome to media in the 21st century.
That's a problem. That's why Anthony Edwards. No, Mark. That's why Anthony Edwards says I don't want to be the face of the league. Nobody. That is the problem that LeBron has. It just happens to be Stephen A. Smith is at the forefront of it because he's the face of ESPN.
I like I said, LeBron is culpable in this. Period. He's the one that gave him the advice to come out and he wasn't ready.
Bro, but that doesn't mean you just sit there and shit on him day in and day out, bro. That's not an excuse.
And he's taking it as that his son, he's talking about his son's character, or even LeBron's character, and who LeBron is as a human being. I mean, that's why he's so upset about it.
But it's the same
You can't be
shit,
objective
bro.
and say, my son stinks right now. He's not playing good basketball when he's playing at the NBA level. That's all Stephen A is saying.
Well, that's not true anymore.
Well, I'm cool. He's tearing it up in the G League. Fine. But
no,
what
I mean, no, I'm talking about
NBA level? He stinks.
No, at the NBA. You're talking about, are you watching NBA this year?
No, I never watched the NBA, but I know I've seen
Oh my God, Calvin, what are we? Okay, Mark, let me give
He's in the G League. You're bragging about him being in the G League. I'm saying when he plays in the NBA, he doesn't play well.
Mark, stop.
What are you talking about?
Mark, stop.
Stat lines.
You're not watching the NBA, so
why do I need to watch the NBA to look at stat lines?
The stat line doesn't show everything, bro. You know that. You know better than that.
Okay, so what little things is he doing?
Mark, listen. No, listen. Just listen for a second, because you're not watching. So you have no idea what you're talking about. What I'm saying is earlier on, he was not playing well at the NBA level. He was not. I agree. But now that's why I asked the question, because you said when he comes, like you're saying currently, that's how I know you're not watching the NBA. Now, one, I bring up the G League because he is balling in the G League. And you can see that G League development is helping, because when he plays in the NBA now, he plays well. He's playing really well now. And it's a testament to his development in the G League. That's what I'm talking about. He didn't play well the first fucking game he got in the beginning of the season, and he didn't play well. He was shooting the three terribly. Now he's playing phenomenal. Now, he's not getting minutes, so he's not putting up crazy points. But when he gets in, he's shooting the three at a good percentage. He's playing better defense. He's getting steals. He's passing the ball, pick and roll. He's playing good basketball now. That's the problem that we're having. Now he's playing good. They don't want to say shit about it. They'll find anything. He'll play a fourth quarter because they're up by a shit ton. LeBron will play well, a good plus minus, good in efficiency. He'll have one fucking turnover. And what's the topic of discussion the next day? It's that one fucking turnover, even though he played well in the fourth quarter with 10 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, a block with like an 11 plus minus. They talk about that one fucking turnover. That is the problem LeBron James has. And I'm not even talking, even if it wasn't LeBron, that's the problem with the fucking media. That's why LeBron said. So
would LeBron have a problem if this was any other player?
He literally has spoken about it, about not just his son. I'm just telling you, I'm telling you, I cover the NBA. I'm watching all the media besides like their first take. I'm telling you, they interviewed, because Anthony Edwards was asked about being the face of the league. He said, why would I want that shit? I don't want to be the face of the league. They asked LeBron about it, and LeBron literally said, why would you want to be the face of the league when all they do is shit on you every day out of the week? And he's talking about how other players get scrutinized, where even if they play good, they only focus on the back. LeBron has literally non-narcissistically talked about how the media is just shitting on not even his son, but just guys in the league. Why would you want to be the face of the NBA? That was the question that was asked. Anthony Edwards said, fuck no.
Well, Ant probably wouldn't be the face. It'd probably be Wemby anyway in the future.
They want it to be Ant. You don't want a European guy to be
I would love for it to be Ant.
Yeah, but he doesn't. I would.
Well, he doesn't want all the media attention. I don't blame him. Ant's not that type of guy anyway.
Yes, he's made for media. He doesn't want the bullshit that comes with the analysts just talking shit about his game. That's what he doesn't want. The media attention, he is built for media. His personality and charisma in front of a camera is phenomenal.
Just because you're built to be in front of the camera doesn't mean you want to be in front of the camera all the time.
No, but I'm saying if the media wasn't set up like it is now, I think he would want to be the face of the NBA. But because you have your guys like, I'm a fan of Stephen A. Smith, so I'm not trying to pick on him about, getting out on him first take and just talking shit about players. But there's a lot of different sports shows or a lot of different analysts and commentators, and 90% of it is just shitting on these face of the leagues because though they only scored 25 points instead of 30. Like they're on their down, like just straight bullshit.
Well, yeah. What else are they going to talk about?
You talk about
If you talk about
you
everything that's
keep the
good,
same
that's not
energy
going to
though.
draw eyeballs.
No. But that so you're saying it's okay for me to become clickbaity. That's a problem.
I never said it was okay for them to become clickbaity, but clickbaity and talking about certain subjects, that gets them eyeballs. Period.
That's selling your soul.
I mean, that's how they make their money, dog.
Kind of.
What are we talking about?
They make money. They'll make money regardless.
Everything's clickbait now.
But you don't have to follow that though. ESPN's gonna make money regardless. And again, don't get me wrong. I agree with you, Mark. If they have a bad game, address it for sure. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if they have a bad game, you talk about it. What could have they done to improve? How did they get thrown off? What the defense got, thrown to get them off? But when they have a good game, keep the same fucking energy.
You're not gonna have that. They're not gonna talk about good games. Period.
But they do.
Just like in regular news, bad news sells. Good news doesn't. Period.
No, that's wrong because they'll suck Jokic's dick all goddamn day. So they do it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not talking
let's
about.
Be real. I mean, he is.
No. Okay. Right.
An elite player, and he's been the MVP.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm only talking about that's how they treat the elites of the least. I'm not talking about the middle of the pack guys. I'm talking about like your top of the line guys. Treat them all the same. When Jokic has a bad game, let's talk about it. When he has a good game, cool. Like when he had that 30 fucking point double-double, this shit, or triple-double, this shit was crazy. Right? But it's just like that's a problem.
Stuff sells and stuff
always,
doesn't sell, Finis.
It hasn't always been like this. Is the thing. If it had always been like this, that'd be one thing.
It's not Bronny's fault. I'm not gonna say Bronny doesn't deserve.
It's not LeBron James's fault. LeBron James' son doesn't deserve
more than I do him.
LeBron and his family don't deserve this.
You don't. First off, he set his child up for failure at birth.
He set his child up for success. I'm going to defend fathers across the world. Just because LeBron James is being a great dad, I am not going to sit here and scrutinize him for that. I refuse to. LeBron and his son don't deserve this. His family doesn't deserve this. LeBron has set his son up for success, and Bronny in 2 or 3 years is going to be a phenomenal asset to a team on the NBA level.
We can agree to disagree. We're never going to agree on this.
Hey,
it
doesn't matter.
I'm not going to agree with this.
Look,
even on the shop, he said he felt like he fucked up for naming his son.
Well, that's for naming his son. Yeah, that's different.
He's always going to live in his dad's shadow, though. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Well, no shit. I know that.
So when LeBron retires in 2 years, 3, whatever he retires in, and if Bronny does not perform, and he does it, and he's playing in Europe, then what? I'm just telling you, everything that kid does, and it's not his fault. I feel bad for Bronny. Trust me, I want Bronny to succeed and be as good as his father, or at least upper tier NBA player. Trust me, because I know what's going to happen to him if he doesn't. They will crucify him worse than he is now, and you know it, and I know it.
The difference is you're casting judgment now. I'm waiting. That's the difference. That's all I'm saying. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I'm saying he wasn't ready for the NBA.
It doesn't matter.
I wish he would have stayed in school
for
one more year and
it doesn't matter.
And developed his game.
Mark,
and been the guy.
It doesn't matter
at his school.
It doesn't matter. It's too late. It doesn't matter.
I know it's too late. I'm just saying that's on his father.
Then what I'm saying is it's too late. So fuck that.
Yeah, it's too late. And that's on his father.
No. You're casting judgment because you're saying it as if he's already failed. My thing is, wait. He's on a 2-way contract. He's in the league. Okay. If we wait 2 years, and let's say for example, LeBron James retires, he doesn't have his dad keep him in the circles, and then Bronny ends up not in the league, not doing shit, then yes, you'd be correct. It'd be a fuck up. But if LeBron James retires, Bronny goes on to be an all-star, doing all the. He don't even have to win a championship. If he just
he does.
No, I hope he does. But I'm saying when LeBron James retires, if Bronny just proves that he belongs in the league by playing and being an asset to a team, you talk about it's LeBron James' fault. It's not his fault. he set him up for success. But we don't know if that decision is paid off yet. We wait. We can't cast judgment this early. That's all I'm saying, bro. We won't know if it's a mistake or if it was a smart move in about 2 or 3 years. We won't know. But until then, you can't say it was a mistake. I can't sit here and say it was a good, smart move. We won't know.
I mean, yeah, we can go back in 3 years.
I mean, finding this clip's gonna be crazy, but
no, I don't think we'll forget this because every time we watch Bronny
remember
play,
what episode is gonna be? 197. Put in your notes, Mark. In 3 years' time, we gotta look up episode 197.
I won't have to. I'll remember. Trust me,
bro. Mark,
hey,
Mark,
know I'll remember.
No, we are
Come
too
on,
old.
dog.
We are too old for that, Mark. We need to start writing shit down.
If he don't perform, I'll be reminded. Don't worry. And if he does perform, I know you'll be reminding all of us. Trust me,
bro. I'm usually on the head with a lot of when the sports shit. I am on the head 99. I'm trying to think if I've ever been wrong.
I think you don't understand. I hope he's fucking great.
Yeah.
I don't want him living in his father's shadow. I want him to cast his own mark on the league and do his own thing. I'm just saying, I don't like where LeBron's put him. That's all.
I think he's I think right now he's right where he needs to be. He's fine.
Holy shit, the Jets gave Justin Fields a lot of money. God.
Yeah, I saw that. But
holy fuck.
You know what Lakers LeBron needs to go ahead and do? They need to go ahead and win this championship. So Bronny gets a ring off rip. So no matter what, he can say he's an NBA champion.
The asterisk behind it would be crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean it would be, but you can't take away his ring. Fuck it.
That's like Sasha Vujacic winning 3 or 2 with fucking Kobe Bryant.
Hey, he's 3-time NBA champ, bro. You can't take it away from him.
I think he won 2. Sorry. He won 2 with him.
Can't take it away from him.
Went to 3 finals.
Man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it. Calvin, you got anything before we sign off? You going to throw any 2 cents?
I didn't say shit this whole podcast, bro. I just jumped on and watched NBA because y'all motherfuckers argue the whole goddamn time.
Bro, it was a hot topic.
I think he said a total of 20 fucking words, maybe.
Bro, no, you came.
I don't think
y'all came in and talked college sports first. Y'all talked some college ball at the beginning.
Oh,
yeah, we talked about
yeah. How long was this shit?
That was 15 minutes.
Huh?
That was like a solid 15, 20 minutes.
That shit was not a solid 15, 20 minutes. Y'all's argument was a solid 15, 20 minutes.
Bro,
I think we talked college basketball for 5 minutes.
No, it was more than 5 minutes.
It was 5.
I want you to go back and watch the first part, and I want you to time it.
Because
it was about 5 minutes, bro. Y'all's argument was 20 minutes. You got that shit flip-flop.
Nah, bro, y'all tripping. I'll let y'all know because I'm going to edit tonight.
Our argument is because we kept going back and forth. Time went by fast because we were going back and forth.
No, I'm not saying it was short. It was long, but I'm saying we started around 8:10 or 8:15-ish. It's almost 9. So it's a 45-minute podcast. And I'm saying if 20 of it was the argument, the other 15 to 20-ish had to have been college ball. Is all I'm saying.
Bro, where's Mitch at? Why was he here to hear this shit? Because this shit was
dead, bro. He just disappeared. He's a ghost.
Where you at, Mitch?
I hope you're alive, brother.
Nah, he's just busy, man. He's about to move in his new house here in a month or so. So he's a busy body, man. He's probably got a lot going on with that shit.
I bet.
So that.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Calvin, next week, rap battle. Get your pen and pencil, bro. You can freestyle, bro. You can freestyle, or you can write some shit down. We're gonna rap battle this shit out, bro.
Rap battle, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 615.
Am I refereeing it?
Next
I'm
week,
not
Marc,
rap battling nobody,
Marc,
bro.
pen and paper, Marc.
I'm not rap battling nobody.
Come on, bro.
I ain't Eminem. I ain't Mac Miller. Listen.
Yeah, we out. Okay.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.